Yes, 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 yes. Hey man, my name's Gerald Peters. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, I've been teaching regular people, just like me, probably just like you, how to build wealth, how to get out of debt, and how to create financial freedom in the stock market and real estate. I've been buying stocks, trading stocks, and buying houses and renting houses my entire adult life. And I'd like to show you how I do it. All right, man. Yes. We're back at the whiteboard. Get it? Hey, if you don't have my free ebook, most of you do. If you're here, if you're on my paid subscription or wherever I'm showing this, if you don't have it, the ebook is free. You don't have to die broke. How ordinary people can achieve extraordinary wealth. That's what this is about. It's kind of just my story. No cost on that unless you want a hard copy. Dig into it. Chapter 10 is all about the dogs of the Tao, and I made put a considerable amount of my wealth into the technique that I show you on chapter 10. Study it and learn it. But today we're talking about the Millionaire Code. It's one of my favorite things to talk about. It's just a philosophy. It's a concept, and you've got to live based on a philosophy or a concept, or you're not going to get anywhere. In other words, to become a millionaire or a decamillionaire, whatever. Let's start with one, right? To become a millionaire, you have to have a philosophy. You have to have a blueprint, okay? And that's kind of what we're talking about here. So we've been mentioning these things. If you bought any books from me, I know they're in my new ebook, How to Be 10 Foot Tall and Bulletproof. It's only 40-something pages. If you don't have that book, man, goddamn, go get it. It's great. 9 Thoughts on Getting Rich. I have them in the back, and I put the 10 pillars on everything. And you're going to see how these connect to everything, to budgeting, to debt, to insurance, to investing, how everything, okay? Creating second incomes. These things all connect together, and that's what we're going to talk about. The concept is simple. It's time, amount, and yield, okay? And last week, like we said, we talked about pillar number 1, how you think is everything. I mean, we've got to have, and I don't just mean positive thinking, it's how you're thinking, what you're thinking, okay, is super important. And that getting rich is simple, meaning it's just a formula, time times amount times yield. It's just not easy, okay? And that the part that's not easy is that most of us are on the wrong side of the cash register. Truth is, most people's lives are not set up or not conducive for them to become wealthy or financially independent. Most people's lives are set up for you to be a cog in the wheel, to work your whole fucking life and to die with nothing. That is the way most people, likely you, have your life structured. Now, it may not feel that way right now because you're young, but trust me, you're going to get old and you're not going to be able to move as well. If you ain't got no money then, you're fucked. And this isn't just about retirement. That's not what we're talking about. I don't want you worrying about retirement. I want you to have millions of dollars and you're not retiring, you're making money from money, okay? That's the beautiful thing about once you become a millionaire, if it's in the right things, and I'm not talking about a millionaire where half of it's in your house, or you're from California and your house is worth 800 grand, and then you got a little chump change in your retirement, and you say, oh, I'm a millionaire. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about $1 million fucking dollars invested, okay? You have $1 million in stocks in other properties, not talking about your personal home. Yeah, that's part of your net worth for sure. But let's get $1 million on this. Let's get $1 million out there making you money, okay? Not just a net worth. I'm talking about $1 million invested. That's when you're a bona fide millionaire. When you got $1 million making you money, so to speak, $1 million soldiers out on the street collecting money for you, okay? That's what we're talking about. But to do that, we got to pick a blueprint. And your blueprint can change from time to time, okay? But you're going to see on the 9 thoughts, which one is it? Which one is it here? Oh, number 9 is straight line, don't get sidetracked. And that can be hard to balance with the concept of a blueprint, or, hey, maybe this isn't working and I need to change. I don't know how to tell you that, but there's a difference between something working and you're just not being patient and something that doesn't work. And some things require time and skill development. And if you're not giving it enough time and truly spending time to learn and develop the skills, but you're hopping from thing to thing, what's going to happen is you're going to destroy your greatest wealth building ability and skill set building ability is time. It takes time trading in the markets to ever become a good trader. So all the days you don't trade, you give up your most valuable thing in the market, which is time. Okay? And that's what people give up when they do other things instead of investing. It's not the cost. Let's say you don't have much investing, you go on a trip and it costs $5,000. It's not the $5,000. It's what the $5,000 properly invested. When we understand time, amount, and yield, when you're able to take 5 and double it in 3 to 5 years, so it's not 5, it's 15, but it's not 15, it's 30, it's not 30, it's 60. So that vacation may end up costing you $100,000, $200,000 down the road. That's just one thing. So what if you do 20 dumb things? Now you lost time and amount. And when I say, man, people really don't understand this concept. Think about when you go to the gym and you're working out and you're staying on track and you're doing the best you can. And you're going for like 6-7 months and you're feeling good. And for whatever reason, something happened, whatever, you slip, you get off. You come back a month later, 2 months later, you feel like you're starting over. And in net effect, you are. Because what you lost wasn't that time, it was that compounded time of that first 6 months, where that day that you didn't go that started the cascading effect where you stopped going. What if you'd have doubled down and went harder on that day? Now where would you be at 8 months, 9 months? Instead of starting over, this guy's base, all of a sudden he's ripped, he's doing great, he's in the best shape. That's what happens, man. And so it's the destructional power of the compounding that could have happened. So it's not just that one thing you wasted money. It's not even that little bit of money. It's the compounded effect of time. It's so destructive. And what'll happen as your base gets big enough, man. Let me see if I can just do a clear, simple example of this. Where's this other phone? Are we still recording? Where's the other phone at? Hold on. Let's see if I can. Oh shit, I don't have it, man. But let's just take. Maybe I can do this. Oh, it's filming over here. Sorry. Here, we'll fast forward. Let me show you an example. Let's say guy A has steadily saved, and he's got $1 million, and I'm just going to keep this super simple in the S&P, right? I probably wouldn't have it like that, okay? And let's say this took him 15 years. 20 years is way too fucking long, okay? That's for bullshitting. That's for people that are half-assed doing it. And let's say this guy's invested nothing. Basically nothing. This guy here started, let's say at age, 25, and now he's 40, okay? So he's 40 years old. He's got $1 million in the S&P, and this guy over here from 25 to 40 just, YOLO, did whatever. I don't know what he did. Doesn't mean this guy had more fun than this guy either, by the way. Because we don't know what he's spending on. Maybe he lost it gambling. I don't know. I don't know what he did with it, okay? Either way, he's got no money invested in the market. That's almost every 40-year-old I meet, right here. They're smart people with nothing to show for it. They actually are worth less than a baby. So a newborn baby today is probably worth more than them. Right, and so this guy for 15 years has been pretty steady. Maybe he put in 20% of his income. To me, that's pretty low. I've always shot for 50%. Now you're gonna say, I can't do that. I know, but my goal, and we're going to talk about that, number 2 of the 10 pillars is decide upon your true dreams and goals. Well, my goal was financial independence. I wanted to be a millionaire by 30, but that was not impossible at all, because I had not done what we're going to find out is going to be number 3 over here in the 9 thoughts, which is structure my life, and we haven't gotten there. But once I did that, once I understood time times amount times yield, the Millionaire Code, once I understood the destructive power of debt, once I understood the concept of compounding through time, once I understood I got to get the base as big as I can, as fast as I can, because there's going to be times in the future where I can't invest. And so I need to get this money as much as I can right now. And so this isn't, for me, it isn't about retirement. I haven't had a W-2 job since I was 34. It's almost been 20 years. Retirement is not something that I think about. I'm just going to do this game until I'm done. What I'm talking about is financial independence, okay? Retirement's for people that want to work until they're 60, 65. We're talking about financial independence or becoming wealthy, right? That's a different thing, you know. If you want to talk retirement, lots of people will do that for you, you know, and that's all silly shit like 10% of your income, put it in a 401k, that shit works. That works. That's why when I talk about in the money flow, we have an edge. Our edge is, over time stocks go up. And if you put money in consistently over time, it goes up. Duh. Okay? We want to go further than that. So I don't want to put 10%. I want to put 50 for it. Yes. All right, man. That was great. I appreciate you listening. Hey, if you don't have a copy of my free ebook, You Don't Have to Die Broke, hey, it's on me. Click the link. Go to geraldpeters.info and get yourself a copy. I also got hard copies. I've got a couple of courses. Nothing's expensive. Listen, I believe that anybody, regardless of age, race, or financial situation, can build wealth in America today. God bless.